gosh! Hi, Sim friends. It's only been like a year since I uploaded anything. Sorry about that. Sometimes, like, life gets in the way, or, you get depressed and you don't put anything on the internet for a while, or, you start a new job, all kinds of weird stuff. But, here we go. So, here's a video that I made. This is a New Orleans Garden District home. The first time I was in New Orleans, I did an alternative spring break my senior year of college, and we went down. I went down with a group of students to do some relief efforts after Hurricane Katrina, and I totally fell in love with the city. And ever since I got The Sims 4, I've always thought that Willow Creek kind of looks like New Orleans. It seems to have been designed with New Orleans in mind. There's a couple of clues. I think there's, well, I guess before seasons, the climate, the creek that goes through the whole city, the creek that goes through the whole city. There's like a paddle boat that goes through the city. That's a big thing in New Orleans. And then also like the jazz club downtown, and then like the downtown strip, like the community lot strip. It just kind of seemed like that to me, and so I thought that I wanted to do some building in Willow Creek to make some even more New Orleans-y style homes. So I have a couple of ideas for things. This I took from just, a Pinterest search or a Google image search for New Orleans Garden District. The Garden District, if you're not familiar, in New Orleans is really well known for having like big flashy houses. So like with this type of architecture that you're about to be looking at. So I did my best to recreate it, and I want to do some more New Orleans style builds. So that's cool. So, I found some time, I started doing it, and I edited this video, and now I'm doing the voiceover, and it all just is happening kind of like a whirlwind. I also started editing some of the video that I had taken a long time ago. I'm sure if you follow me, I'm not sure. No one, I have like 107 subscribers, so thanks to you guys. I appreciate that, my 107 subscribers. And I am really impressed. In the year that I was gone, in the year that I like wasn't posting anything, I actually gained 8 subscribers, and I lost 1. And that's it. So I'm actually like pretty proud of that. I'm like excited that I still, even though I wasn't posting anything, I still managed to gain subscribers. Also, I have like over 4,000 views on my channel now, half of which are from my medieval castle build. So if you haven't seen that, you should go check out my channel and look at the medieval German castle build, because it's the most, definitely by far, 10 times as much, 10 times as popular as any other video I've posted. So that's pretty cool. I know at 10,000 views, I can finally turn on ads. So hopefully I can get back on the horse here a little bit, and keep posting stuff, and we'll have more subscribers and views, and I'll be able to do more and more, and that would be really cool. So I've broken with the norm a little bit for this build. I have used some custom content for this build. Mostly it's just for like the wall colors, even though that was a few minutes ago. Now it's past that, but now I'm building stairs in the interior, which I had to do like 3 different times because I kept screwing it up. So I did download, I think Peacemaker, his Tumblr, Pieces Place, has New Orleans colors. I'm pretty sure that's where I got them. Maybe I should double check. For like siding, for windows and doors. So it's like really, really bright colors that you would see in New Orleans. So I was able to find that, and I used that for this build. This was kind of like on a whim. This was a house I was building for a family I've been playing for a while. I've been kind of playing family style and like a parenthood. The parenthood pack is like kind of like what I've been focusing on. So I've got like a family of 5. So a mom and dad and 3 kids, and they finally, got to the point where they had lots of money. So I moved them into a bigger home. And they lived in Willow Creek, and I had been thinking about the New Orleans thing, so that's what I ended up doing, is this. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, I broke with the norm a little bit. I in the past, I haven't used a whole lot of custom content, but now I am, I guess. Hooray! Why not, right? I think it's a lot of times makes like building and specifically building and like decorating way more interesting and exciting. You can find all kinds of crazy stuff online, um, like a tons of stuff for like alpha custom content. Not as much for a Max's Match, which is definitely what I prefer is Max's Match. I've also built a basement in this house as well in this build, which is like also something that I usually don't do. And here you can see me struggling. First of all, I don't get why when you remove the floor for the basement level, it just turns it into grass. Like, how come we can do that on the second floor, but we can't do it on the first floor for the basement level? And then second of all, one of my biggest gripes, and I know I've said this before, is that banisters and like railings don't match. Like they're like fences and stair railings, the colors don't match. Why don't they match? It drives me crazy. It's like my biggest pet peeve for The Sims 4. There's like a lot of stuff I know that people complain about, and then like I'm sure we can all agree spiral staircases would be great. I don't see what the big freaking deal is. But like, can we at least get some colors that match or like fix the stair lighting? Maybe it's just the lighting that makes it look like it doesn't match, but like it does really drive me crazy. Anyway, I don't really know. I don't have any of the details for this build, quite frankly. I don't know how much it costs. I want to say it's like somewhere in the. I want to say it's like 60,000 unfurnished. So this build, this video is like strictly just the build, right? It's just like the walls, the floors, you know, the wallpaper, the windows, that kind of stuff. I didn't even do, well, actually, that's not true. I guess you'll see that later. The landscaping. Because, you know, I didn't decorate it because it was for a family that I'm actually playing. And so all of their stuff kind of came with them, and I feel like it's kind of messy to do it that way. I feel like it's much harder to like, because they, you know, they brought all their furniture with them, obviously. And so I feel like it's much messier. Like when I'm decorating a house that I just built for YouTube, I'll usually do like one room at a time. I'll go room by room and decorate everything, and I feel like that makes sense, right? But if it's a family that I'm like moving in, I'll usually go like by category. So like I'll put the lights up, you know, I'll do the like the comfort stuff, I'll do surfaces, and I'll do plumbing, you know, and kind of go through that way, and usually finish with like all the clutter stuff. And so I just didn't feel like it made sense to like do that in the video. It would just constantly be clicking between screens and like be weird. So so you won't see me decorate this. You will see the landscaping in the end, and then the photos at the end, or the photos, the screenshots at the end are with the house completely furnished, and then there's actually a couple of family members in it because I didn't bother to like make them go all go outside. So like I said, I'm hoping to get back on the bandwagon here, back on the horse a little bit. Last year, around this time, or actually I guess it was more like October, so 11 months ago, I was planning on doing a Vampire Hunter Let's Play. And I still want to do that. I still have all the video that I recorded. I had recorded the Create a Sim for the character that I want to play. I recorded the house build. I recorded a build for like a public lot, like a vampire, underground vampire club. And I also recorded the first 2 episodes. So I have all of that ready. I just need to like put it together, finish any voiceovers that need to be finished, intros, outros for the Let's Play. So that's really all that needs to be done. So hopefully, you know, assuming that I like don't get overcome again with like, you know, not having the will to do anything. Hopefully I'll be able to get those up soon. And fortunately, you know, it's the right time of year, so for that kind of thing. So I would like to do that. I also have an idea for like a Greek style village that I want to do on like probably one of the great big lots somewhere. I don't know where. Maybe like one of the 64 by 64. I don't know. I have to kind of flesh out that idea a little bit. So yeah, it's been a long time since, you know, we've gotten together and chatted, you and I. And I think a lot of things have happened. There was like the whole, like there's like the pets, And then the pet pack, like the extra pet pack that came out, people were like pissed about that. And then what else happened? What else? Oh yeah, seasons. I did build a seasons. I built a seasons house, a craftsman house. I don't think I ever uploaded it to the gallery. I don't even know what I did with the footage. I'm not sure if I even still have the footage. So that stinks. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. We'll have to take a look. And I like made this cute little seasons family, and I never ended up playing them. So that's something that happened. We got that free update, the Caribbean stuff update, which I kind of felt like was, so it's cool, and I'm glad we got it. I love free stuff, but it's also kind of like random. Does anyone else feel like it's a little random? Just like randomly Caribbean stuff? Not like a Caribbean pack. Or maybe, oh, I just thought of this. I hadn't thought of this before. Maybe they're telling us that we're going to get more destination worlds, like a Caribbean world. Ugh. Oh, God, I hope so. That is like one of the biggest things that I've been wanting. When we got the Jungle Adventure Pack, I was so stoked because ever since, like 3 years ago when we first got Outdoor Adventure, or whatever the heck it's called, I forget. I don't remember what it's called, and it's freaking me out. I want to say the Great Outdoors. I know that's not right. You know what I'm talking about. The Outdoor Pack, whatever it is. And we got like a destination world. I was like, oh yes, here we go. We're going to be able to travel. We're going to get a bunch of worlds. We're going to get a tropical world. We're going to get an Asian world. Who knows? Maybe we'll get like an Egyptian world. Wouldn't that be great? And then freaking radio silence for years. And then we finally got Jungle Adventure. So I'm maybe I will whisper of a dream that there is a Caribbean world coming. I really, really hope so. That would be freaking awesome. I don't remember how long this video is, so I'm going to keep talking, and hopefully it doesn't just like suddenly end on me, because I don't remember. I want to say it's like 16 minutes. But anyway, so in this build, obviously I use a lot of bright colors. I used wooden floors. I tried to use stuff that I remember seeing when I was in New Orleans doing stuff, We stayed in a house in the Garden District that had kind of been converted into a hostel by this company that did like, volunteer vacations type of thing. I don't remember the name of that company, and I would not recommend that you do that kind of thing with them. There was us, there was like a couple of other school groups, there was like randomly like a father and son that had signed up. None of the plumbing worked. There was like no hot water. It was pretty bad. So I would not recommend going with that company, but I don't remember what the name of the company was. It was like this one woman, and I'm still friends on Facebook with the lady who did all the cooking. Oh, and that's when I fell in love with Cajun food. Like, I love catfish now. I don't think I ever would have eaten catfish unless I had to, and it was so good. So I love Cajun food now. That's the thing. And because I love Cajun food, now I love Ethiopian food because it's kind of similar. So that's pretty cool. So there's some fun facts about me. So now, obviously, I'm doing some landscaping. Hooray. What was I saying? Oh, yes. So yeah, I tried to replicate a lot of the stuff that I saw when I was in New Orleans. And then I think, going forward to do like maybe like some smaller homes. So like the shotgun style houses, and they're called that because they're like really long and skinny. And if you shot a shotgun, it would like go through all of the rooms, right? That's like the idea. I think that's why it's called that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's why that's called that. Anyway, so I want to do that. I'd really love to do like a refurbishing or like a renovation, I guess you would say, of the bar downtown. It was like supposed to obviously be like a jazz club, but like I don't know, it's kind of divey. So I would like to maybe dress that up a little bit, make it a little bit more accurate. And I think we are coming up on the end here. I don't really know. My counter's about to slip over. Yep, here we go. So, I've got the Create a Sim of the Vampire Hunter ready to go. So I'm going to be posting that probably sometime next week. Then I'll be posting, the build of the house and then maybe some other stuff, get that stuff up. If you are still someone, who is subscribed a long time ago and you're still watching my stuff, like, props. I totally appreciate it. You're awesome. If you are new to my channel, you should like this video and you should subscribe, because that's what allows me to continue doing this kind of stuff, and kind of inspires me to continue doing this kind of stuff. So do that. And if you have suggestions for builds or things that you would like to see, you should leave those down in the suggestion and the comments below. So yeah, if you have ideas for like builds or creative sims or let's plays that you would like to see, please let me know. But I do have that let's play coming up, so please, again, I love you. Like, subscribe, keep watching my videos. You're amazing.